morning. It seems that now we can start. I'm very sorry for this delay. We were joking last night about being punctual at 9 or more relaxed. I was trying to be optimistic and I thought we would be able to start on time. Unfortunately, several technical problems have delayed our start, but nevertheless our welcome is very warm. We are very happy. When I say we, I intend first of all myself and Iole Fontana, who has been working for several months to organize this crash course called EU Medea. I'm sure that you know what it is, this acronym EU Medea, and I'm very happy to say that some people somewhere else are quoting this acronym. We launched an acronym. That's fantastic. That's the first result and success of this Jean Monnet chair. Then the acronym is a very short way to mention EU Mediterranean border crisis and European external action. As you know, this Jean Monnet chair is funded by the European Commission via the Erasmus Plus program, which has replaced the Long Life Learning program. And I am very surprised, I cannot say happy, I'm surprised that 1 year after the application, I submitted this application in March 2015, I could not imagine that crisis in just 1 year would become so essential. It is essential globally, and it is essential in the Mediterranean. Then I would say, I'm proud of the fact that I was thinking correctly that we should investigate, research and learn more on crisis in the Mediterranean at the EU borders. And I must also admit that sometimes I was thinking about having a title for the final roundtable on Friday, something like the EU in crisis. And then I said, no, I cannot be so pessimistic. The EU is not in crisis. But this was 6 months ago. Now, on Friday, we will try to understand whether or not is the EU in crisis or the EU can manage crisis. Crisis at the borders. We are in the borders. Sicily is the borders. We can say it's the center of the Mediterranean. It's okay. But I would stress that we are the EU frontiers for those coming from the Mediterranean, certainly central Mediterranean. Because you know, both those who live here in Catania and those coming from abroad, you know that when people cross the Mediterranean Channel and arrive either in Lampedusa or in Pozzallo after a terrible journey, well, this means that Sicily is a EU frontier and that we need to work on that. I am very happy to have all of you here. Then I'm sure that if you are here, you know what the chair is doing. You have going through the website, and I'm sure that you have had a look at what we have been doing. Several events already, dedicated teaching to that, and there are also EU Medea online educational instruments, what we call the OERs. That's why I thank the staff of my university, because they have been able to record some events, some lectures, and I also thank the lecturers who accepted to lecture in this crash course and who accepted to be recorded, so that in the future, in 1 week's time, in 3 months' time, you can be able to just click on the EU Medea OERs just to refresh what we have been doing these days. Other activities, of course, we have under the label and the activity of the Jean Monnet chair, research going on, migration in particular, and also EU Medea online working papers. I would like to click on that just because we have agreed already with Professor Panebianco to contribute to our Jean Monnet online working paper series. But we are also working with some of the students, of the Global students, to have working papers uploaded as well. We know what is going on today, And you went through the program, you went through the list of participants. We had already a very short gathering together yesterday. Thank you all to contribute in the PhD research session, which takes place in the afternoon, as you know. The structure of the crash course is as follows. In the morning we have the academic sessions, and then in the afternoon we have first your sessions, the PhD sessions, when you will present your PhD project. And this is probably one of the most exciting experience while writing a PhD, to share her own ideas with other colleagues coming from other contexts and frameworks. Then this always is very fruitful and useful to progress and refine the PhD project. But we also have a nice group of MA students attending this summer school. Then please, I will call all of them by stressing also that some of these MA students come from one of the degree courses we have here in Catania, which is quite peculiar because we have the MA in global politics and Euro-Mediterranean relations, which is entirely in English. And this means that we also have students coming from abroad, from Iran, for example, or as we had in the past, from Ukraine, Tunisia, China, Russia, etc., etc. Then they will be your guides here in Catania. If you have any problem, please count on them. There is also a group coming from Louis. I like working and lecturing also in Louis. However, I'm definitely enrolled in Catania. And there is also a fantastic presence from Michaela Goerchen, an MA coming from Germany, okay? Of course, you are part of the group. You will animate the debate either at the end of the academic session or during the PhD project's discussion. This is important because I think that if you train while you are an MA, you will have probably clearer ideas about what to do when you finish your MA, and you will decide whether or not join academia. But you might decide to become a practitioner, you might decide to become a volunteer. You know what makes of this crash course a crash course and not a summer school. This is a crash course because beyond academic training there is also a practical training which is run in the afternoon by some of our former students, and these former students are deeply involved in cooperation. We have today Giovanni Sciolto working for MXC, and basically he's based in Turkey. And then we also have tomorrow Giulia Chiarenza from Progetto Siracusa Emergency. She works in Syracuse. Federica Bonifacio works as well in Syracuse with Accoglierete, deeply involved in taking care of kids. And then we have Domenica Sapienza working here in Catania at La Casa dei Popoli. I'm proud because all of them are graduated here in Catania, and they decided to profit of their background in order to create a job. They have created a job. They are working in networks and associations. Some of them did not exist 10 years ago. And this is important because, again, we are the frontier on the Mediterranean, and thanks to these NGOs and associations, some problems which cannot be solved and tackled by the states individually and alone, not thinking about the European Union, can be managed concretely on the ground. Then I thank all of them for sharing with us and with you their experience.